This week on Art Matters, we take you to one of Delhi's oldest churches. This early 19th century church is gearing for a revamp under the supervision of INTACH, a non-profit organization that seeks to preserve Indian heritage and culture. Watch how a unique heritage walk is helping citizens to not just know about the church and its history, but also about the need to preserve Delhi's many landmark monuments.
As we made our way through the dusty lanes of Old Delhi's Mori Gate, the octagonal dome of St. James's Church stuns you with all its glory. With the striking yellow facade and Palladian architecture, the St. James's Church was built in the year 1836 by an East India Company Army officer, Colonel James Skinner. Pointing to the various plaques and inscriptions, historian, author and co-convener of INTACH, Dr. Swapna Liddle led the Heritage Walk, explaining the history, architecture and events associated with this glorious structure.
A lot of very important events have been associated with St. James's Church, like the revolt of 1857, the life of James Skinner, who founded it, who built the church, and of Skinner's Horse Regiment also. Its age is something that is a factor. It has to, things deteriorate with age. We also want to raise awareness about the fact that this is a walk for support. So people should feel that yes, this is a fundraising walk.
Presenting a detailed project report for conservation of the church, INTACH, an NGO dedicated to promoting heritage conservation, has been working with the church for several years.
First time that INTACH did some conservation work was in 1995 or 96. When we did a considerable amount of conservation work. The roof was leaking, the dome was leaking, and the stained glass had got spoiled. So we did some very remarkable work. Not only did we protect the building, but we had a trained person from England come and teach people how to look after stained glass. So you see, you're not only protecting the building, but ensuring that more people know how to protect the building.
And while the upcoming heritage line of the Delhi Metro, which is barely a kilometre away, poses a serious threat to the foundation of the church, INTACH says the real impact of the metro line on the structure can only be known once it is operational.
After 1826,
and so this unique walk highlighted not just the splendour and elegance of the church, but also drew attention to some of its prized possessions. From European stained glass windows depicting the crucifixion, ascension and resurrection of Jesus Christ, to a rare painting of the prodigal son by Italian artist Pompeo Batani.
This walk definitely is one of the better walks, one of the walks which takes into that period of Delhi's history.
When you saw that marble piece with the inlay work inside the church, and I didn't know that that was originally constructed by Metcalfe, or that it was destroyed. That was one of the specific targets in 1857.
If we start valuing heritage, just as something that is aesthetic, that has value, then we will look at it a little differently.
This iconic church, built in the 19th century, is today in utter need for conservation. And so a unique heritage project like this is not just important to revive the church's past glory, but also to create awareness about the need to protect and conserve the art, history and architecture of our cities. In New Delhi, with camera person Mohammad Mursaleen, Martina Roy for NDTV.